All right, and why don't we go with 3 cards and a bottom card? I like to do 3 cards and a bottom card after I like to do them after a couple of readings, including the soulmate journey, but definitely after the energy weather update. I always want to see what else comes in, right? I mean, you were in a good mood in the energy weather update. You were making stupid deals. You were in such a good mood, calling me, crying, Steve, help me. What should I say? Right? Because I bought this thing and I can't, okay, calm down, take it easy. All right, just make sure you got take backs. That's all. Ask if you can return it, right? And with a smile on your face. Can I return this if I don't like it? If they say no, run for the fucking hills, okay? All right, anyway, that's all I can say. Now I pull and I would say, what do you want to tell my people? You're looking at 3 swords. Right? It's old energy, though. This has only happened a couple of times. So I don't know who this is. But this has only happened a couple of times. I'm at the beginning of year 6 out here, season 6, as we're calling it around here. But it's only happened a couple of times where I'm drawn to the Old West wanted poster aspect of this 3 swords, right? That old Wild West poster, the wanted kind of a thing. It feels like it should have the bandit and then a name, right? And then your name, the bandit, Steve's viewer. Right there. This is an old pain, not from the Wild West. It might be past life for some of you, but it's just old. It's old energy. It's something that's you've wanted to fix for a while or wanted to get your head around for a while. What is it? Well, it's a disappointment, the Page of Swords, or it's somebody that you suspect, maybe. Not necessarily only recently, but you suspect has been spying on you. It's one or the other. It's either an old West disappointment or somebody's been spying on you, you suspect, okay? And you just want to know why. It's probably this King of Wands. It has to do with a Burger King in your life, a narcissist, somebody. Usually when this happens, when these energies show up, it's somebody who ran. If it's a family member, you're estranged from them, yet they seem to keep calling. You say, I never want to talk to you again. And just as an example, you say, I never want to talk to you again. And they keep calling and leaving a voicemail that says, I miss the sound of your voice, or something along those lines. And you're just scratching your head. You always wondered, what the fuck's the deal? I say that because of this little spying page here, which is the barn owl. We don't always know it's there, but we suspect, right? You suspect now. I've told you. You're probably looking in every tree you walk under now, thanks to me. Like, well, see one of those barn owls. They're hard to see during the day, I will tell you. Very good color. You'd be surprised. Very good coloring. Anyway, you see them at night. You want to look up at the street lights, especially on a summer night when there's bugs. They love to hunt that, and they'll hunt right up there on the street lights. Anyway, most people don't look up. You'd be surprised. Most people keep their eyes in their cell phone. They don't see anything that's above the eye line. So they miss a lot of stuff. Anyway, it has to do with this King of Wands. If it's a runner or something like that, you're wondering why they're spied, or you're wondering about an old disappointment. Probably has to do with something they believe. Either that they live their life by, or that they believe about you. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to give it to you both ways. Take it as it resonates, okay? Because there's thousands of people watching. I don't know. Cut me some slack. It was just one person sitting across from me. I got this, and again, it's something they believe about themselves or about you or about whatever that does nothing but cause them to stab themselves in the foot. It's very sabotagey, It's self-destructive. It's destructive to your connection, or it's destructive to themselves. If it's a relative you're estranged from, they believe something and it's self-destructive. It's something that they won't change their opinion on. People who are too rigid in their beliefs or opinions tend to have a lot of problems with other people. My way or the highway doesn't work, right? Society doesn't like it. It's starting to really backfire out there. But in our personal lives, my way or the highway never works. So at the end of the day, that's what this is about. I don't know. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Has something to do with the way they love, I'm sure, with that Queen of Cups that briefly went by there with the goose. We'll see. I didn't want to go too deep into the pre-shuffle. Let's go. All right. What do you want to tell these people? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot. You're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. You find it, you're meant to find it. All right. Okay, flying out of the deck. Ace of Wands reversed. Landed on my lap just like that. Flew out like a butterfly. Floated right down on my lap. Okay. Center card, 9 cups. What's here? King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands, fueled by 6 swords. 4 of Wands crossing the 9 cups and the base energy. This is confusing. That flew out reversed. This is the type of person, you either know they could be a good person or you have a very high opinion of them. One or the other. They always disappoint. It's always, anytime you hear from this person, whoever it is, you think something's going to happen, we're finally going to, whatever, and we're going to get on the same page, and it just shuts down. Now, that's one way to read this. Another way to read this is someone who always cancels on you. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. It's more likely a friend or family member if it's that, or an ex kind of a thing. But it's somebody who always cancels on you. You get yourself excited. You think it's going to be great. We're finally going to get on the same page. We're finally going to meet for drinks, have dinner, whatever it is. And, it's really easy to set up the happy new beginning, but it's not so easy to make it happen. Okay? That kind of energy. Let's clarify some shit. Let's grab the witches. All right? I'm going straight here. I'm going straight to the Ace of Wands reversed. All right? I always tell everybody, be like water. Water takes the shape of whatever it's poured into. You shouldn't be too rigid in your beliefs. Whether they're religious beliefs, political beliefs, beliefs about yourself, beliefs about love, whatever. Flow with stuff so that you can take in new knowledge and learn, and you don't, when stuff happens, you don't doubt it. This person's very rigid. That's why I say that. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying they are. They got a modus operandi that's kind of shitty. Why is the Ace of Wands reversed? Why did it fly out like that? Tell me about it. If a card flew out, and it flew out like that, it's Temperance reversed. I'm serious. This shit's just flying out in reverse here when I ask the question. Why is that here? The 8 of Cups. It's somebody... Whatever sets up this, I think this is about to happen again. That's why we're getting this. Somebody's about to set up a happy new beginning. So it's very easy for this person. I don't know what it is. Somebody's going to make a play date with you. Can I just phrase it that way and you can just expand on it and take it? Somebody's going to make a play date with you. Okay? They're lying. They're not. This is what they enjoy. They enjoy walking away. This is a personality type. This is something that's studied a lot in psychology. We're not going to get too heavy into it here. I'm just going to say this is somebody who loves the rain. Okay? If it's not raining, they're not happy. They can't. Actually showing up for the play date with you, they genuinely like you. They have a very high opinion of you. They have a low opinion of themselves. They get some sort of pleasure out of walking away, out of making plans and not showing up. Or it's the type of person who gets invited to a party and doesn't show up. Either RSVPs that they're not coming or doesn't show up. If they get invited to be part of somebody's wedding, like a wedding party or something like that, they don't show up. They say yes first. You get all excited, you get them all the stuff, and then they back out at the last minute. That's where they feel comfortable. That's their comfort zone. That's how they get their power. It is a definite type of person. It is a very strong aspect of this particular soulmate cycle. They have a very high opinion of you. They have a very low opinion of themselves. The only way they retain any kind of you thinking they're okay is if they don't show up. They think if they show up, it's all going to go bad. When in reality, from your perspective, it's probably all going bad because they don't show up. All right? So it's a bit of that. It's a classic. It's a classic personality type. I mean, there's no other way I can see. Exactly. Look, exactly what I said. The Ace of Wands reversed is bookended by the 8 of Wands. Yeah, sure, let's get together. Yeah, sure, I'll be in your wedding party. Yeah, sure, I'll show up to your party. That sounds like fun. It's terrific. Do you need me to bring anything? Yeah, could you bring the cake? because nobody else is coming for the birthday party with a cake. Yeah, sure, I'll bring the cake. And then you end up sitting at a fucking party with no goddamn cake because they canceled at the last fucking minute. That's what they do. That's what this personality type does. That's how they get by. They can't function around people, but they don't like to say no right up front. Oftentimes, they'll back out of something via voicemail. They'll make sure they call at a time when they get your voicemail, or they'll do it via email. They're a coward a little bit. Okay? So it might be a family member, it might be a friend, might be an ex. I don't know. Whatever it is, you're about to hear from them again. And they're interested. Oh, it is not to say that they're not the one. They sometimes are the one who initiates the whole thing. Sometimes they do. Again, they get pleasure from having to back out. Can I put it that way? Not saying no. It's always yes right up front. They get pleasure from backing out. So it looks like you talk to this person in the very near future. It's probably a near future reading. I doubt it's going to happen right now. As soon as well, that's your reading. Thanks for your time. Boom. And then the fucking phone rings. No, it's probably near future. But this is a personality type that you need to be aware of. If you don't study psychology, you're probably not. You probably can't spot the person's pattern because it's too spread out. They do, but if you look at the person, they do it all the time. Okay? Somebody going to make plans. You got plans with somebody. They're going to back out. That's what they do. They have an extremely high opinion of you. In fact, you get very excited when you might, at the prospect of even seeing this person. So much so, sometimes there's a cloud of energy where you forget the past. You're willing to forget that they canceled the last 9 times, right? Or that they didn't show up with the cake to somebody's birthday party and you had a cakeless party. You had to go get some Twinkies real quick and put some candles in them, right? You have a very, very, you cut this person a lot of slack, it looks like. All right. Looks like here they come again. They got a very high opinion of you. Now, does this mean that they're probably going to show up this time? I think they fucking will. I don't know. I'm going to pull on this and see what they're doing. All right? But yeah, the plans are getting made. We're getting past planning. They should be coming. They should be on the way. 3 of Wands. We're past the 2 of Wands. Here's the 3 of Wands. Okay? Let's go. That's what's crossing here. 3 Wands. Right? What did I say? We didn't know that until just now. I didn't show you. Right? So, right there. It's exactly what I said. It's not just about planning. They're supposed to be showing up usually. This is someone who's supposed to be there. I gave the example of the birthday cake. Oh, great. You're coming to the party. Can you bring the cake? We don't have a cake. Yeah. And they say, yeah, sure. I'll bring the cake. No problem. And then they fucking cancel when it's too soon to get it's too late to get a cake. It's that type of person. They like it. They get some kind of perverse pleasure out of it. Yes, that's only part of it. It's really about the B side, which is where it's their comfort zone. They feel comfortable. They feel good after they cancel something. Okay? They feel good. They go home, they go, well, at least I don't have to go. Right? That kind of a thing. It releases endorphins inside the person. Okay? It really does. Okay, well, let's pull on the King of Pentacles. On the one hand, I think they have a very high opinion of you. Now, this can't be for everybody watching, but you're all going to know somebody. Everybody watching is going to know somebody like this at some point in their life. This is a well-studied personality type in psychology. It's very well-studied. There's probably some videos about it on YouTube, the personality type. Try and find some videos on psychology on YouTube of people that cancel. People that would rather stay home. That kind of a thing. There you go. It's right there. It's that type of person. All right? It's not you, it's them. But what a lot of those videos won't tell you is the back end of it. They'll tell you, yeah, they feel more secure. But they won't tell you about how relieved, often they won't tell you about, how relieved people like this feel after they cancel. You get to liking that. It releases endorphins. You get addicted to it. Right? That's the same energy. It's a chemical, but the same energy that gets people addicted to working out. Right? It's a drug. You get addicted to it. You become addicted to working out. You go to the gym 5 times a day, 8 days a week. Right? You're an honorary beetle. Here we go with the King of Pentacles. Why is it here? I get this. So I don't know who this is, but it looks like you're about to have some plans with them. And if you don't get this reading, you are going to be a little delusional about it or start to think that they didn't like you. Or maybe you start to feel bad. Why do they keep canceling? It's not you. It's got nothing to do with you. All right? I'm pulling on this right here. I said they got a high opinion of you. They do. This is somebody who needs you in their life. They consider you a partner of some kind, a partner in crime, they might. As a figure of speech. I don't mean you commit crimes. But, the Three of Pentacles. This is someone, how do I phrase this? I said they get a lot of pleasure. They get endorphins released when they cancel, right? Why? Because they see you as having your shit together, and which implies that they don't see themselves. Again, they have a low opinion of themselves, but a high opinion of you. Maybe too high. And maybe that's the problem in this particular case. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see where we go. Eight of Swords. This is why you're getting this reading. It's what I said. You were going to start to question yourself. You were going to start to get in your head. Because this is your energy attached here. You're the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. Right? That buck has no reason to question itself. Right? Everybody at the hunting lodge is looking for this fucker. Right? That's you. Right there. And you might get in your head about this. I'm telling you right now exactly what's going on with this person. And I'm telling you, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. It's them. I can feel the endorphin rush right now. I can feel it by canceling out on you. I can totally fucking feel it. You know, it is what it is. And it gets, remember, we had the Three of Wands crushing. We had the Three of Wands. I turned into Sean Connery for a moment there, right? We had the Three of Wands crossing there. Remember, it's not the Two of Wands. It's not about just making the plans. No, it's you go to the restaurant. You're sitting there waiting for them. You're waiting for the birthday cake to show up at the party. You're there. You're outside the arena with the concert tickets. It's already, we're way past planning. That's when they cancel. That's what makes them feel good. If you don't know anybody like this yet, you will. But I think for a good number of you watching, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Can't be everybody. But you'll know somebody like this in your life at some point, right? You're getting this reading because whatever happens in the next time it comes around, what's coming by in the energy, is going to make you question whether or not, is it me? Do I stink? Do I whatever? It doesn't. It's not. You don't. Okay? It's got nothing to do with you. Your stank is just fine. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Yeah, the world. Again, don't let this change any opinion you have of yourself. It should, however, change the opinion you have of this person. You need to start dealing with this person differently. Okay? How do you deal with someone like this? Well, I'll tell you in a second, but first let me pull the bridging energy. Four Swords, yeah, again. You're fine. The Four Swords is bookending this King of Pentacles. It's fine. You know that you're good. They know you're good. There's a lot of you have the potential to heal this person as well. Okay? If they just stop canceling. In this energy, the best thing to do is not make plans with somebody like that. Cancel on them first. Hit them. Hey, play them with their own game, right? Give a dose of their own medicine. Hit them with it. Your best bet is if let this person make the plans and then you cancel. Right? Not you won't be able to wait till the Three of Wands, but you can do it early on at the Two of Wands. You're sort of flipping the script this time with the world here. You've got to flip the script on this person. It's the only way to do it. If you don't care and you just want to sit back and think it's funny, then that's fine too. Don't let it get in your head. Don't let them get in your head. It's fine. You're the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. But you can heal this situation by flipping the script on them. So you may even take the initiative, whoever this is, and call them and make plans. Right? They'll say yes and then cancel on them. For some reason it works with people like this. For some reason doing that works. I don't know why, it just does. It's the only way to get together with them, really. They'll cancel every time. So, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. One card, the crossing card. It's a strange energy. And they don't want me to tell you this. The energy keeps cutting off on me. It's weird. It might even sound like my microphone is cutting out in this reading. Like I'm going through it. That kind of a thing. It really is. They don't. This energy does not want me to know this or even want me to convey it to you, certainly. It's weird. What else you want to tell my people before we go? One card and a crossing card. What do you got? Give it to me. Wild. But yeah, give them a dose of their own medicine. You know. Unbelievable. One card and a crossing card. What do we get? What else you want to tell my people? That's you. One card and a crossing card. The Emperor. Crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. There's envy this person has for you. There's some aspect of your life that they wish they had. Okay? That they wish, well, let me rephrase that. There's some part, it's probably just something you need to know. All right? Or it could be future influence. There's some part of your life, something you have, something you do, something the way you are possibly, or the way you exist within your world, that they wish they could control more. They feel like it's out of their control, which leads me to believe that this is more likely a friend or family member. All right? If it's an ex, it's some aspect of you banging somebody else maybe, and they wish they could control that. I don't know. There's a control aspect here. There's something in your life they wish they could control, and they feel like because they can't, that they're just going to have to cancel. They keep it's like almost like a game they're playing in a way, but it kind of isn't. You know, again, this whole reading is about you finally finding out something that's been going on for a while and spotting a pattern and figuring it out. I'm telling you, just give them a dose of their own medicine, and then from there, try to work out what it is they wish they could control in your life. It won't be too hard, because if you can get together with this person, I'm quite certain there'll be a chatterbox and tell you. They'll keep bringing it up, whatever it is. If it's a family member, it might have something to do with the way you're living, a job, or a type of person you're seeing, or, oh, I wish you had gone into this field. I don't know why. The not so subtle, passive aggressive, I wish you had done this with your life instead of that. That kind of shit. Once you figure it out, then you can help, then you can begin to heal the situation, which is your job. Your role is to heal this. And that's why I gave you the tip, the cheat code for this type of person. Cancel on them a couple of times and they'll show up, believe me. All right, that's your reading. Good luck.